And welcome to Masae's answer video. Yay! Clap, 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 clap. Anyway, thank you guys for participating and giving me all your questions that you had. I have to tell you, that is a lot of questions. I did not expect to get this many at all. Like, by the end of the first day, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I should have done this. But I'm glad I did, and again, thanks guys for sending me whatever was on your mind, and yeah, yada yada. On to the questions. For our first set, it is from Lax. How do you pronounce that? Lax? I know your name is Alex, and it's like a weird spelling. Well, it's not weird. I like the spelling, but yeah. This is from LaexProductions. Do you like/know Homestar Runner? I actually know about Homestar Runner. My friend tried to get me into that a long, 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 long time ago. So I do know what it is, but I never really got into the whole Homestar Runner is. I'm not even sure what it's all about. But yeah, I know what you're talking about when you mention it. What's your favorite type of tape? Tape? You mean like duct tape and sticky tape and whatnot? I don't know really how to answer this. I guess I like sticky tape. Yay! And duct tape because it's so convenient, I guess you could say. And oh, I also like the kind of tape that you can just tear. You don't have to cut it, and then you can just tear it up, and then you have all these little sticky balls all over the place. Yeah, I play with that. Don't call me weird. I just like tearing off sticky stuff and then sticking it on my hands and whatnot. Anyway, moving on. His final question is steampunk or cyberpunk? I would have to say steampunk. I don't know. I don't care for cyberpunk too much. That's too futuristic for me. I prefer to keep it more medieval. Like, if I had my way, I wouldn't go steampunk at all. I would just go with the classic medieval fantasy with the swords and knights and whatnot. But yeah, steampunk is still fun too. It's like a whole. I don't know how to explain it. It's like technology just getting started or whatnot. So yeah, that's all of his questions. And the next set is from SS4 Dark. Do you like mudkips? I love mudkips. They are so cute. I mean, look at those little finnies. Those finnies. Like the orange things on its head. I don't know what else to call them. So yeah, I do like mudkips. If you could make 3 wishes, what would they be? Okay, this is fun. So first off, I would want to be a shapeshifter. Yeah. I mean, then I could transform into a bird and then like fly around like whoosh. Like I'm doing this little flappy motion with my arms right now. I could be flying if I wanted to be. So yeah, my first one would be shapeshifting ability. The next would be elemental control. Yes. Like all those wizards and magics and like whoosh, whoosh. Okay, I'll stop sounding stupid now. Anyway, my third one would be going on an epic adventure and finding a portal to a medieval world, and then just going like, like Zelda. No, I'm not a geek. I am not a dork. Anyway, shut up. Um, let's see. If violence is the answer, what is the question? The question is I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. The question is um war? Maybe? You picked a weird question, dude. Anyway, moving on cuz I really don't know how to answer that. The next set is from Mudshot84. What are your thoughts on Pokemon? Okay, I used to be a huge fan of Pokemon when I was a kid. Like, everything revolved around Pokemon. I would always want all the Pokemon games. I got a DS just so I could, not a DS, but a Game Boy Advance just so I could play the new Pokemon game. No, not a Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. I got a Game Boy Color for Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah, I didn't own a Game Boy before then, so yeah, I used to be a really big fan. These days, I am not that much of a fan like back then. I mean, I still love the first few seasons of Pokemon, but after that, it's like, the plot and the characters just got more and more stupid. And plus, they excluded Misty. I was so sad when they did that. So yeah, I actually almost did buy that new Soul Silver game that's out because everyone that I know is playing it. I mean, everyone. I don't know one person that didn't pick up that game so far, and it's depressing me. But I'm poor, so I can't really pick that up. Anyway, his next question is, what game do you hate with a fiery passion? Now, I can't really think of any games that I hate. I really can't. I guess you could say I hate games that really, really make me want to pull my hair out. Like really hard games, like those platform games where you keep jumping and jumping everywhere, and it's like you can't beat it no matter how many times you try. I guess you could say I hate that kind of. Oh, I know. Contra 3. Contra 3. I like the game, but I hate it so much because I can't get past like the third stage, and it's like, I gave up so many times on that game. So yeah, that would be my answer. Okay, were his only two questions. So the next one is from DXZX9. He asks, "What is your favorite game?" My favorite game is Tales of Symphonia, which I actually wanted to LP, but I don't have it anymore. So yeah, I can't do that. I'm probably going to pick it up off of eBay just so I can have it again. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, his next question, what kind of TV do you have? I have a Samsung 56-inch DLP HD TV. I had to ask my parents what kind of TV it was because I'm like looking at it. All I see is Samsung. It's 56 inches, and I don't know what else to call it by. So yeah, that's what I have. What is your favorite TV show? Now, I'm assuming you don't mean movies here. I'm assuming you mean like series and whatnot. I really got into Heroes for a long time. I used to watch it with my dad, but I don't know. We kind of fell out of it because we kept missing Mondays because I'm always busy on Mondays. So it would either be Heroes or that new one that's called Solitary. I watched that once and it's just so bizarre that I liked it. No, I'm not weird. It was just funny. It was funny. Anyway, that's it for his questions. And the next one is from Sicko. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Ciccoslovakia. Ciccoslovakia, I'm gonna guess. Do you like the Final Fantasy series? And if so, what's your favorite character? Um, okay, I know a lot of people are gonna jump on me for this, but I have not really played Final Fantasy. I played, I think it was Final Fantasy 3, the one with Kefka and like I don't really remember, but I have played part of that, but I never finished it. I know everyone's probably getting out their sticks and pitchforks and torches and whatnot for not for since I didn't play it. I mean, I claim to be a gamer and I didn't really play Final Fantasy, but I don't know. I just didn't get into it. Back when Final Fantasy was really, really around me, I didn't know what an emulator was, and I couldn't afford to buy the game, so I was kind of stuck there. So, as for the second part of your question, what's your favorite character? If I had to go based on looks, I would say either Vincent or Yuffie. And I love Moogles. I love Moogles. I almost made a costume of a Moogle for this year's anime convention. Yes, geek alert, yay! But nah, I decided on another costume I'm gonna do. But anyway, that's not part of your question. So moving on. What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game? Ocarina of Time, hands down. That's still the classic, still my favorite, and I love that game. Have you ever had an idea for a video game, and if so, what's it like? Um, my ex and I usually, actually, wait, why did I say usually? Anyway, my ex and I actually was trying to make an RPG game. It was really, really cool. We actually had a few different storylines. One of them being, oh, I don't want to give out too much information because I might use the ideas for other things later on when I get motivated, like drawing a manga or whatnot. But one of the ideas that we had was to make a world with a ton of different worlds, or not worlds, but different cultures. We'd like combine medieval and Japanese and like the feudal Japan era and cyberpunk, steampunk, Halloweeny, and just any kind of world that you could imagine. Old Western too, like the cowboys and Indians kind of thing. So yeah, it was gonna be a whole adventure story. I don't want to give out too much details, but yeah, we did try to make a video game, but it didn't take off, and we kind of split up, and that kind of killed that. But I might use it in the future, so I might announce something about that. I don't know. Anyway, the next person is bloodspittinglizard. He asks, your channel icon, who is that, or is it someone you made? I actually drew that icon. It is a character of mine that I used in the story that I just mentioned. Her name is Toki. I can't give out too much details about that, but yeah, that's I did draw that, and it is my character.